Sure. You do an intro?
Hello.
Look at that. He's doing an intro.
Um,
Hi, everybody.
hello and intro. Uh,
Yay,
don't have too
intros.
much of an intro. Um,
Graceful.
welcome back. I'm excited because I like trains and we're going to play with trains. And I got to play with blueprints. And I think my volume is low. I don't know why. Let me trick this into thinking I'm speaking loudly. There we go. Uh, I added some more codes for trains. So I'll explain what these are. Trains are going to be right-handed. So basically, if we have parallel train lines that are running to and from a place, the right-hand side should be the forward direction for the train so that we can avoid collisions a little easier.
I think
Train,
you have left-handed phobic language there that I'm kind of offended about. That's
okay,
fine.
I,
You be
I don't know.
aggressive.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, and no inline train stations. So basically, if you've got that dual lines running, you're not putting a train station in the middle of it. You gotta branch it off so that other trains can bypass it. So what I want to do with the trains overall in the map is have a fairly global train system.
You
Um,
want one rail kind of circuit around the whole thing, kind of?
yeah, it doesn't have to be one, but we could have multiple, and
Or
they can
loop,
intersect,
very
and we
large
can
loops.
reuse, basically reuse, right?
Okay.
If we've got a train line that's running up down the coast like this, the little, I don't know what other prints to use to mark these out, so I'll put the little dog prints. So if you've got a line running here, and you decide you want to go south, you could just take this area and branch it, and then come on down and go across here, right? And so you can just extend that one line and reuse this one. So that's the plan, is to just start one. And the goal for this is Fed started this Lake City Army ammunition plant. And to
Yeah, Lake
get
City ammo.
smokeless powder, yep, to get smokeless powder, we're going to need to get oil from over here to over here. Then he's also got sulfur and coal over here, so we're going to take those back eventually so that we can start doing single level
Turbo
fuel.
fuel.
What is it? Turbo fuel. Yeah, remember the name for a second. So eventually this will be a fuel power station. I had like a little mini thing making rubber and plastic, just enough to do some upgrades. But now we're going to take this whole thing seriously. The other thing I did is I made some blueprints. Do you want to see some blueprints?
God, you're just fulfilling all my wildest fantasies and dreams.
Wow, I'm sorry. So
So
I
am I.
started playing train blueprints, and I made a blueprint building in order to make the blueprints because we don't have the hover pack yet. So I have to actually climb up things so I can see what the heck is going on for blueprints. Fed, do you want to go in and check out the UI and load some stuff?
Uh, okay. Where do I? Oh, I go in here. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So these are in a
So,
weird order. So my favorite ones, I guess, are the.
what would you like me to load, sir?
I think it's train track base, and I think I have it in the wrong one.
It's train track what?
Base. It's on. If you go into the load
I
blueprint,
have track
it's under the trains on
curve.
the left.
I
Second
have
one on
nothing
the
under
second row.
trains.
Nothing
Second
under
one.
trains.
No, there don't
Ah.
seem to be categories under trains. I have single track. Oh, there's base. Sorry. I am not
So.
smart. So wait,
Yep. So
there's
this
base.
is what we're looking at. So kind of a dual lane track system. Go photo mode.
Hmm.
And I just kind of decorated it up and did some architectural stuff. I had a lot of fun doing this. Got a fence separating these. You want to load up, there's another one that says covered. So for bridges,
Okay.
I don't know why, but I like the whole idea of a covered bridge.
What do I hit save blueprint or how
Now
do I
you can
just go
just load
back?
another one.
Oh, okay.
It'll load over it.
Good.
It'll just get rid of this
I,
one and add a new one.
as I
So,
stated, I'm not smart. That's good.
and then I did this for doing over bridges and anywhere that it seems necessary to close them in. This could be another thing coming out the right before you go into a train station or something, or I don't know. I just like the style, kind of industrial looking, but a little more sleek. And then I did an incline. There's one that says incline.
Let's see. All right. I have incline.
So I haven't done any of the larger inclines. I'm going to try to stay with this 2-meter incline. And I did a 90-degree curve.
It's got a suspension bridge feel to it. I do like that.
And this was just crazy to do. The regular straight segments had concrete in the middle, and I could just never get the concrete to curve right. So I wound up building with this haphazard thing with painted beams and made them kind of look like the concrete, so they'll shrink when you go into the curve. But it mostly looks all right from a distance, and I can come back and play with it later. But there you go. We have some curves.
So if you place the blueprint but update the blueprint in the schematic, it doesn't change it. You'd have to go back and rebuild, right?
Yeah, you have to rebuild it. But I think this will be functional, and I hope that this is enough to get all of the things that we're trying to do. And then the other thing is you can build underneath these for supports. So I'll try to actually get the train tracks going up and around, and I'll talk about some of the codes when I start building the train. So I'm going to start with a station. Oh yeah, that's my split. So when we do the, if you need to go around something. No, I didn't put them in yet.
Oh, okay.
I could put them in and just save it, but I didn't. I was building the platform first, but this will split from a double into a single.
So, silly question for you. Let's take the split here. You've got that pillar in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Since the track carries electrical current, you're only able to tap into that at the train stations, right?
Right, I think so. I don't think you can attach cables to them or anything.
Or if it'd be nice to throw some sort of lighting on there. I think that would look kind of cool if there was lighting on that post, or some of them. If there was a way to generate power for the lighting systems, that would be kind of neat.
Oh yeah. You could do signs, but I don't know what you would do with the sign in this case. But we could do a sign for something.
Oh, I would do a sign for Nuka-Cola or actually, yeah. You know what? Fallout's gotten a lot popular recently. Let's do some Jolt Cola signs because I'm old, and those were the days. All right. It'd be nice to have that slip in and pepper it. Every once in a while it puts up a sign in a blueprint. Like if you could have something be like have a level of RNG into your blueprints.
Oh yeah. Well, I did. I recreated my palette blueprint from the palette video. Someone did ask for the blueprint for it, and I keep procrastinating, and so I made it. Now I just got to download the file so I can load it up. I wanted to do a better one that made it look a little better, but a couple other things that I did.
I did hear you right there, right? I heard womp 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 womp. Somebody wanted something, and I'm a bad person. Womp 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 womp.
Yeah, that sounds
okay.
Just
okay.
About right.
I just wanted to make sure I got that right. Okay.
So I also made a hypertube booster because you were complaining about hypertubes being slow. So I made some hypertube boosters. I don't need to be way up there to show off those. So the flat one is just boost you.
That's the only one I saw in this. Oh, because you have them as all undefined. I see why the problem for. Got you.
Yeah,
then
it's some weird thing with the blueprints, the way that they're working. So
there's your upright booster.
Yeah, straight up, you can boost. And I want to talk a little bit about it. You got the outlet there has 6, so there are 6 or 7, but you want 1 free to connect it. So I got 6 entrances and just tied them together a little bit. So you would build this and then attach the other end hypertube to it. I can go show you where one is eventually. Probably when I go over to the
coal miner?
Heavy modular
coal
frames. I think
power.
there's one on the way over there. There's another one on the way, the coal power, but I don't know that I'll be going over there today.
So just me looking at this, are you utilizing the entrance velocity to increase speed?
if you're
Entrance and
going
exit?
fast, it will probably increase it. I'm not sure what the physics of hypertubes are, but when you go through an entrance, it adds some speed. I don't know if you've seen the hypertube cannons. But you can.
No, but this is of interest and relevant to my interests.
You can leave a death crate pretty easily with one of those. Are you trapped now?
Yeah, probably. My graphics are weird.
I don't know what you're doing, but
I'm trying to do things I can't I'm not supposed to do because it's not powered. It wasn't pulling me up and it didn't let me stand in it. So
well,
it means it's a solid object until it's powered. It's of interest, I guess.
Yep. I still need to pull the road blueprints from my local to the server. I didn't get those done.
You should need to release the blueprints for that poor person that wanted it, and you didn't give it.
It'll probably be tomorrow.
Well,
I mean, I made the blueprint already. I just got to get it off
the
server.
You just got to click a couple buttons for the poor person. That's just
No, it takes. You got to upload it somewhere. It's 2 files. It's a whole thing.
Ugh. There's FTP. FTP is complicated.
The Satisfactory interactive map, or the same site, Satisfactory calculator, I think it is, has a blueprint repository. I've uploaded quite a few things there. All the links in my videos to any of the blueprints I've done are there.
Okay, so
I don't know if it's the best one. It's not a great UI in my opinion. I'm not like advertising for it, but it's the only place I know that you can just upload them and share. You have to share a picture. And
that is a good resource. Then it's nice when it's free and we're just allowed to mingle. So in the offline times, I did get the Lake City plant up. It is just awaiting crude oil, and it should spring to life and start producing ammunition for the rifle. I don't think we unlocked the cluster rounds, but I believe I factored that in for when we did unlock that.
Yep.
Because you like multiple explosions.
I like mini explosions. I like clearing a lot of things. So, I gotta get that. Gotta get the Mark II pipe clean thing. I got quite a few coupons, so mostly everything is bought out. So I unlocked the Mark II pipes, so that's now available. I got all of the lighting, all of the customizer, I think. We have all the foundations, all of the walls, everything under architecture, and now we can spend things on equipment or parts if we want, or I can get a boombox.
Wow, we have computers in there, huh?
Yep. So
that's
my when you've got an excess of coupons like this, you can just use that to quickly speed through a lot of the phases.
Yeah, I can see that being especially if you're dumping in concrete early on, you could probably jump ahead quite quickly.
Yeah, that's one way you can kind of speed through. So use coupons to buy parts to finish different tiers, but you still have to build space elevator parts, which we're not going to do today. But I did set it up. I'm just going to build the frames. I'll probably do the frames off stream sometime this week, because it's just frames. Churn a bunch of them out, and then set up the little rockets and whatever the circle things are. I can never remember the names of these things.
Circle things.
Yeah. And I took I did build a motor factory. I don't know if I want to show the motor factory.
Why? What's wrong with your motor factory?
There's nothing wrong with my motor factory. I think it's.
It sounds like there's something wrong with your motor factory.
It's not quite finished. I did a lot of work on it, and then I did not finish all of the detailing. And I don't know if I can see it from here. Yeah, you can see it from here. So there you go. There's the motor factory. And I did some
Oh,
architecture, and I got some
yeah,
work done.
you did some lines. I didn't think they were completely offensive.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Some of
head
the
down
walls are
and
just not finished yet, so I'll probably finish that after I get the heavy modular frames running, because it'd be nice to have those going.
I'm gonna head down and start looking at getting the coal or the gas power stations up online, because I don't believe we've started that. So I'm gonna go see if I can take a gas node and get it all primed.
I'll join you. Don't forget, I've got some stuff there. You can totally take that stuff down and rebuild. In fact, I may wind up using the oil that I'm currently running the rubber and plastic off of.
Well, that's what we were just talking about. We're starting to talk about as we started the stream.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes sense to me to use the closest oil to the shore for the oil that's going to go ashore.
That may be the one that is currently set up. So this little mini thing just to get some rubber and plastic. And mostly the power station here was to absorb the excess as opposed to actually generating power. So now that these things are completely full, it's not generating power anymore. So, so let's see what we've got in terms of crude oil on the map. Oh, the one that's not tagged is looks like the closest one. So let's start from him. And of course we've got friends.
Listen, that's tickets right there, or coupons.
Coupons.
Coupons. Everyone loves some good old coupons. What is this?
Okay. Oh, there we go. It's not highlighting.
Okay, so I was going to use the fuel pump or whatever you call the gas drill or the oil drilling rig over here that you have off in the distance here in the island by itself.
Yep. I mean, you can.
Yeah, I'm going to invade. I'm just going to take your stuff.
You can take both of them actually. Just do both of them.
So I think I can do a lot if we power. Well, yeah, this is a pure crude oil, so I'm sure if we power shard this one, I think we could do this one up to turbo fuel, and.
Oh yeah, I think once you get that going, it'll be power for the rest of this phase. And then once we get to rocket fuel, you can venture over to the blue crater and go crazy.
I mean, I don't know if I'm ready to go crazy here, but
I like the blue crater spot because it's just.
Yeah, it did seem to have a lot of the resources that made life easy.
It's acres of power plants.
And who doesn't love some good power plants?
Okay, so I think I want to figure out exactly how to start off. Now, I haven't built a lot with connecting blueprints. I'm a little bit nervous at doing it.
Well, rule number 1, Walt. You'll be fine.
Well, some of that's out of my control. There's a lot of bugs.
That sounds like an excuse to me, sir. I'm very disappointed in you. Just don't mess it up. You'll do fine. It's very simple.
I gotta remember which blueprint is which. I wish I'd give you a preview. So I know what this is. It's a single trinket curve, trinket base. That's one. It is definitely in the wrong place. So I can start this. Here. And then I'm going to try out. Oh. So if you are working with a lot of blueprints, you can go into dismantle mode blueprint and middle click it, and it will pick that blueprint, which is an amazing, amazing feature. And then if you get close enough, these will start to connect, and then I can make a curve. And I think what I want to do,
What do you want to do? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Why are you not
they're all
telling me these
very
things?
good questions. I think what I want, I don't know if I like that. I think what I want to do is just start a small section of tracks here that, okay, sorry, my keyboard went crazy there. A section of tracks that we can branch off of. I'm going to have to dismantle a little bit of it because...
Why are you dismantling part of it?
Because I'm going to have to send an offshoot of the railway in order to build the station.
Okay. Oh, so
Well, maybe
your
I don't.
blueprints,
Maybe I don't.
your blueprints are just like. So I thought you were going to do blueprint to blueprint to blueprint to blueprint and duplicate and stretch out the blueprint, but you're just making those as bridges right now.
For now, yeah. You could come back and decorate this, but what we've got to do to actually get a train station going will be... You're going to have some one-offs, right? You can't use blueprints for everything because it's just not going to fit the area.
Okay.
I'm going to do one cargo container for your oil. I don't think you're going to need more than that.
That I know I allotted for more, but that was just
So
a lot.
You said you needed 120, right? And this makes 120.
Correct. I had earmarked for that. I did set it up so each I'd have to repipe it because I just did straight in, assuming I can get a full shipment out to each refinery. There was no reservoir that I should have put in.
Yep. Okay.
So that'll have to be changed on the other end, but it's only minorly the end of the world since you're making it so we can't have nice things.
What do you mean I'm making it so we can't have nice things?
Hey, you're a bad person. You don't even upload your blueprints when your viewers ask for it, which is quite rude. So, it's just terrible of you.
I've been losing sleep over that.
I mean, you're probably tired from kicking all those poor children too. I mean, you're such a bad person. It's terrible. You should cry. You should feel bad.
I'm bad.
Much
I
like
feel bad.
What? Yeah, much like Zoidberg. Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna have to figure out exactly where to put this whole thing. But might just start by building out the train platform.
So
designated area.
Let me pick your brain here. I'm looking at residual fuel out of the heavy purple liquid there, the residual oil. But I'm guessing I should just pump out the fuel with the polymer resin and sink the polymer resin.
Yeah, you can sink the polymer resin, unless you're... I think you get more fuel if you use the recipe with the
heavy oil residue.
The heavy oil, the one that...
No, actually, they both. Oh, that's 60 crude oil to give me 40 fuel per minute, and the other one is 60 heavy oil to give me 40 fuel. I don't know how. The plastic only produces 10 heavy oil residue per minute for 30 crude oil, so that might be a slight increase with extra steps. I don't know if that's worth it.
I also don't know if that's worth it.
Well, you're the math guy.
I have to look at the numbers.
Do math.
I don't know it in my head.
Okay. So I think I'm just gonna jump to fuel and sink the polymer then, right from crude oil. If it needs to be reworked, it needs to be reworked, but I will we'll gamble with that.
I am going to put a big old fluid buffer on this.
Oh, I do love a big fuel buffer. That's
A big
good
old
stuff.
fluid buffer.
Oh, well, it's even better. That's like the best stuff.
And I put it too close, I think. But do
So
one more.
I know at some point we had talked about power sharding this all out. Is that still what we planned on doing for this fuel or this power production plant here?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Okay.
so
Should I build and prepare for that is kind of the question.
you
Because
can,
eventually we're going to want.
yeah, you can power shard to get more power per building, but it's going to use more resources. So you could do power shards on the power plants without power sharding the whole chain. And if you
Right.
then do
So
that, then you'll just multiply the number of power plants that you can get, or that you'll use.
right. So my initial is I should power shard the extractor, and then build as if I'm producing the 600 cubic meters per minute of crude oil. And then whatever the building scale to, We
Yeah.
can build and adjust from there. It's 10 at that rate. So now I'm looking. So I should build 6 plants since a fully operate. Maybe I shouldn't. It's 150 crude oil that it would need if it was at maximum production. So it's 600 div 150. So I should build 4 plants because that leaves me the area for expansion on that without building and unbuilding and building and unbuilding. I think.
I believe you.
I'm glad somebody does because I'm not sure that I do.
Well, if you mess it up, I'll just give you a hard time about it.
Well, thank God for that. I mean,
all right.
what kind of world would we live in if you didn't?
We have oil in a train station. We have power to a train station.
Okay, that is kind of exciting. Here's a humdinger of a question for you. I'm assuming you would prefer something like that. I'm assuming you would prefer I did color coding on my pipes and be all proper and nice with that. Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of figured.
The pipes must flow.
Oh, look at that. It just happened to be the right color. That's how fortuitous. You're lucky we will not let you be angry with me this day. I'm so lucky.
And so Fed's lived to see another day.
I'm not afraid of you.
You're too far away.
Yeah, for now. I've got some time.
All right, we're gonna try another autoconnect. Oh man, it just keeps jumping at me. I do not know what's going on with this. Oh, probably because I have this connected. I will get rid of you for now. Do this one. Did that give me? Oh, nope. That's not what I wanted. I'm terrible at this today.
I mean you're terrible at it most days.
I'm terrible at most things, but being a little bit more terrible than normal. All right. See the two
That's
little
not really
paper
acceptable.
link things. So that will let me do a turn. And then I want to raise this up just a little bit. There we go. Now I can connect station here.
You should connect that station there. I don't know, but I think that's the right thing to do.
I'm a little worried that my covered track will use far too many materials for us to keep up with, because if I build 3 of these,
Yeah.
like it's going to empty the depot of a lot of stuff. So I think I'm
So
going to stick with this one for
your
now.
your covered track section, is that the same dimensions for a footprint as your other sections?
Yeah, so I could come in and replace them.
White, yeah, that's just a one-for-one exchange then, right?
Yep.
That's a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna steal some of your high tension wires here. I know you'll be upset. And I don't really care.
I'm not going to be upset. I also don't care. Alright, I'm going to add some blueprints. My screen just blanked. Not this one, but I gotta fix this because it's gonna bug me if I don't. And we'll and do my incline. And
Yeah.
so you can put those on the hotbar, so it'll make it a lot easier to do this.
Oh, that is kind of helpful. I didn't realize you could put blueprints there. That does seem beneficial.
You can put a lot of stuff there. You can put
Kind of stuff.
you can put color swatches. You can put.
Okay, I would not have guessed about the swatches. That is also kind of handy.
I'm trying to remember what else you can do. You can put the emotes they show you with the little thing there.
Yeah, emotes.
I use those so much.
Yeah, I'm a big emote kind of guy. That's just my bread and butter. The power generating stations, were they getting a priority switch, correct?
Yep. And I'm putting them in the top already. I don't know that matters, but
I mean, what you do matters, but yeah, it makes you feel good. I'm support you.
thanks.
I mean, you know how I do.
Do know how you do.
Just,
so it looks like they've fixed some of the complaints that people were. I was definitely seeing a lot of bug reports about the servers crashing, like dedicated servers crashing when trying to build connected blueprints. And I mean, we're still here, so. Oh no! I'm being attacked.
Some people might be okay with that.
But I keep making friends, and I don't like it. Oh, fun graphic glitch. Just random antennae.
Interesting. So, is there anything you want to call this this power station here? Since that's my favorite thing to deal with. Naming things.
I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I mean, I'm simple in this stuff. I just like call things power station. This is why I'm not the one that should be in charge of naming. So what are we doing? Oh, I am almost dead. I am as close to dead as I have ever been. Let's not be dead anymore.
Well, no, come on. That can't be true. You used to have no jaw. You clearly have a jaw now.
Yeah, but I was undead.
True. That's not much of a detail there, I guess.
Yeah, sorry. The being attacked is a little bit of a challenge.
Try talk it out. Maybe
help! I'm being attacked. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
right.
can do that. Or won't do that, rather.
All right. So let's get back to building. So I want to get my incline up here. I think what I'll do is start from the crossover point, right? So I'm going to go through the place where we're actually going to go through and build back, because that's going to be a little easier to manage. And then I think then we can also add in like the curve. I did not want to make the heart. I wanted to make the, yeah, there we go. So
You don't need to pay attention
again.
now.
Gonna get attacked again.
But
I think I can get this guy.
you definitely don't need to pay attention to this now, but I did name the power station. So you can be surprised by that later. I'm not sorry.
As long as it doesn't get me banned from YouTube. That's all I'm worried about.
No, but it's the first thing that popped in my mind, and I found it funny.
So it's gonna get me banned from YouTube?
I mean, no.
Okay, drum roll. What the heck did you call this? Oh, you haven't called it anything yet.
Oh, there. No, I named it in the priority switch. I can name it there momentarily. Let's see. The icon's fine. And category of future site, are we doing just power stations?
Oh, there we go.
You DC'd. That's fun.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the server. So there's some bugs with crashes on dedicated server. Let me restart that.
No. Before you restart it, I mean, I am operational. That might have just been you crashing.
Well, let's see if I can get back in.
That looks like just you crashing, sir.
Well, that is better than the whole server crashing. It is going to be kind of crappy trying to build.
Yep, it was just you. It will be crappy, but at least your production's not going offline. You're not losing save data. This is not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible.
Yeah. Well, let's see if it does it again.
I mean, I'd prefer if you didn't, but yeah, don't like when you users start crashing things. It really mucks up my day, and I don't care for it.
Alright, I'm falling. I'm not getting shot. So let's see what I got. What am I dealing with here? There we go. I have to say, I do like the fact that you can nudge things forever now, but...
But what?
You can't see
disrespecting my nudge.
It's nudging at some weird angle.
What are you talking about? That lined up and looks perfect right there. Except it's not.
Except it's moving at an angle.
Why are you choosing to do that?
I'm not. It's not me, man. It's the government.
I don't know. My life hasn't been the same since I heard about the cheese bunkers.
The cheese bunkers. You'll have to tell me about the cheese bunkers.
Oh, Fat Electrician had a wonderful video about the cheese bunkers where... You remember government cheese?
Woohoo! It did it again!
You did. That was prompt. You left the game. So it's interesting. It's not crashing. It's just booting you. I wonder if it's sending too many requests and the server's getting cranky at you.
I don't know, but I'm not going to build any more of those because
you're bad and you should feel bad. But the government cheese, the there's a dairy industry. There's lords and ladies of the cheese. There is some weird stuff this country does sometimes. Just strange.
yeah.
And yeah,
Well,
buying milk from farmers, so they just produce milk because the government was going to buy it from them, like no matter what. And if the government's going to buy something from you no matter what, you're going to make a lot of it. And then the government had a whole bunch of cheese they didn't know what to do with.
I wish I had a
Which
lot of
turned
cheese I
into-
didn't know what to do with.
You'd think that'd be a very happy thing. I don't know why anyone's upset about that, but people. But Fat Electrician, if anyone watching hasn't seen it, Cheese Bunkers, it is the best conspiracy I've seen. It's very, very entertaining.
So I can build the base blueprint, the connected blueprint,
But
I can't build the incline blueprint without getting shoved off.
so me being a terrible person, I wonder if you can build the affected blueprint, but not not in a bad spot. You know what I mean? Like a spot that's ideal for
I
it.
didn't build anything that time. I don't know if that was me or if it's the server, and if you crashed, then you know it was the server.
I seem to be operating just fine. So we are going to aim for turbo fuel right off the rip. Is that
yeah, we're gonna try to get to turbo fuel pretty quick. Yeah.
Oh, we don't have turbo fuel unlocked.
No, because you need smokeless powder to start, and we don't have smokeless powder yet.
Oh, I guess that would explain that.
Yep. So,
Man.
I really like the rocket fuel ones. Those are nice recipes, and you can get a whole lot of power with rocket fuel. And I started thinking about this the other day, and you were talking about your drones.
I do like
you
drones.
Wanted to do some stuff with the drones. You know, that's all good. I've never done this before, but I'm thinking about running drones with batteries this time around. Batteries are about equivalent to, I think it's rocket fuel, if I remember right. There's different materials, but if we can just do batteries.
Okay.
Like, I think that would be, oh man, that's too long. Not a problem I normally have, man.
Ouch. All right. I appreciate your honesty there. That's good.
I only
that
do
explains.
self-deprecating. I only do self-deprecating. I like the self-deprecating. That's what she said jokes.
Which I'm sure is where you first heard that line.
That's what she said.
I do appreciate the opposite when it's so ridiculous that it's has to be.
I like the non sequitur. That's what she said joke too, where you're like, wait, how is that sexual? I like those. Those are also fun. I got one.
Yeah, and later you just go, hey, no, Betty said that in the meeting this afternoon. Did you not hear her? Were you not paying attention?
How I Met Your Mother has one. I don't watch the show, but I've watched this clip.
No, don't watch the show.
I watched the first episode.
The show.
I didn't really get into it, but there was a good clip. The only reason I watched the show was this clip. It's somebody's moving, and it comes in and makes some statement that sounds vaguely sexual, and the guy says, "Oh, that's what your mom said." And the guy gets all mad. I think it's Barney. That's what's his name, Doogie Howser,
Neil
Neil Patrick Harris.
Harris.
Yeah, that's his character. He gets all angry about it, and then his mom walks in and says the same thing. Like he
Oh yeah,
just
that's
literally
right. Okay.
saying that's literally
I know
what
you're talking about.
his mom said. Sorry, that was terrible. That was the worst telling of a joke. I think I
You are
channeled
terrible.
my mother. My mother tells the worst jokes. She's just really bad at it.
I mean, to be fair, you just like calling your mom out here. That's rough, man.
My mom is great. She's the best
And
mom I've ever had. She
doesn't watch your YouTube channel and support you. That's what I'm hearing right now.
Terrible with jokes, and she would know that I said that, and she would agree. I think at telling jokes. There was one that I wished I'd just recorded because she was so bad at telling the joke that I was laughing my ass off about how bad she was at telling the joke. You're gonna have to move this power. I'm gonna move this power.
Yeah. Kill my power. No, that's fine.
Let's see if I can do it without breaking you. Yeah, but
see, that's why
that's where you say cool story, bro, because that was the worst story. It's an equivalent to the joke that my mom told.
I don't even want to justify that as being a story.
Hey, I'm not gonna break you, I think.
Oh, and you didn't give me crap for what I named this place.
I haven't looked yet.
Good. Okay. Build up some more suspense. Oh, okay, I can't do a smart splitter.
Right, let's see what you name this place. You gotta build a boat around it now.
I mean, it might eventually just be boat shaped. I don't know yet. I have not finalized a decision.
Can I nudge these? I cannot nudge these.
But I'm also banking on the fact that, you know, no children play this game, and somebody will actually understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that is a giving away your age.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember it happening. I just remember hearing about it for, a long time.
I definitely remember when it happened, but I was not
really
cognizant of what that meant. I am old. I'm old.
Yeah,
I've always been old.
Calling this Deep Horizons would, it's really not applicable to where I am here. So, otherwise, that was the other one that sprung to mind. Because I like terrible things.
Terrible things like you.
I mean, I play my strengths. As much as I can. Do you have the train finished yet?
I'm getting there. I'm probably about halfway done with the train.
It's actually a little better than I thought.
I'm doing the loop back right now into the main line. So let me make sure I actually brought the right.
So
I did not bring the right one in. I brought the extension in, and we don't actually need the extension right now. So I can just delete this whole thing. Boop.
Or just leave it. Okay.
It's gone. I don't know what it's gonna do.
Just like my hopes and dreams. Thanks. Just poof. Way to be.
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, I will.
The fuel to turbo fuel, I could get away with going from one refinery piping directly into another refinery. There was no advantage to doing a manifold or some sort of collective containment there, was there?
I don't think so. If it's the same amount, like if it's like a same in, same out situation, then I don't think it is.
Well, I can't see the recipe yet, so I'm kind of at a point where I'm guessing I'm going to stop here and pause.
Let's see.
So I don't think I would prefer a way to play with the tech tree and the menus a little bit better than just. I end up dropping a building, plopping in recipes instead of using the codex, which I guess is not the most ideal way of doing things.
No, but it works.
Yeah, but like right now, I'm building planning for expansion, but I don't have the conversion from fuel to turbo fuel in here, so let's see. I can build a MAM and see about what that needs to be unlocked if we need anything else besides the gunpowder. Yes.
Yeah, I think it.
No,
Maybe
compacted
plastic.
coal. Actually, no gunpowder. We need compacted coal and fuel.
Oh, for
That's
turbo
it.
fuel. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking of something else.
I don't know what you're thinking either. I don't know why I believe you. You do
You
nothing but
should
lie
not.
to me and
You
make
should
me
not.
sad. I know. On a hard drive. Do we have a hard drive?
We do not. Not right now.
Okay.
We should
Well,
go
then
on
I
another
can
hard
do
drive
that.
run. That would be another good thing to do. Ah, damn it! I ran this train through a rock.
Oh man, we have to scrap the whole project now. Why would you do such a thing? That's terrible.
I'm just gonna fix it. It's not that big of a deal.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, that sounds like a you problem, but okay.
Jesus. What a loving and caring friend you are.
Thanks.
Just fill my heart with joy. God. You know? Thankfully, nobody here in the audience is going to care and pay attention.
Wait, are there people in the audience?
I can't see anybody. So I don't know.
Okay.
We had one last time. It was cool he stopped
Yeah,
by.
yeah.
You know,
We got a lizard
hopefully
dogger
he,
named after him.
he does. I don't know if he knows about it, but he does. Hopefully he gets some more time to play. It sucks when life gets you and you have to be an adult. It's terrible.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah, it's a terrible affliction we all suffer from. And no one's working towards a cure either. Just breaks my heart.
Let's see if that's too steep. It's totally too steep, so that means I get to... Let's see if dismantling it will also boot me. No.
I really have a feeling that it's just requests to the server about its location that is, just, you're limiting yourself out.
Yeah, I have no idea. Darn it. And the problem is I actually need to build it. Because I need it here. The only thing I know to do is just manually build a section to keep the spacing right. And I guess that's what I'll do.
I mean, you could do worse.
I probably have done worse.
Yeah, I heard that joke earlier.
That's true.
Yeah, Mr. Smirk there. That's right. Called you out. Well, appropriately, too.
Oh, I was you with about terrible jokes. You reminded me. I had a coworker friend who.
You have friends?
Let's stick with coworker.
Okay.
That was really impressed with my "That's what she said" joke. He was talking about something they were trying to do, and people were overcomplicating, and he said it shouldn't be that hard. And I said, "That's not what she said." He was very impressed with "that's not what she said." He had never heard anyone do that before in his life, so.
So
I don't think it's all that impressive, personally, but, each their
own. First time for everything. You got lucky. That's good.
Yeah. That's probably true.
It was bound to happen. At least once, I guess. Not that I expect it to happen much more often, but I believe in you. You might be able to do some things.
Do you really?
I mean, I want to tell you that.
Dang it.
No. Definitely did not come prepared for what I embarked on, which is wonderful. I really want my ammunition. I would really prefer to be shooting these things.
Not prepared.
That's fair. I, in fact, think I said that recently. I don't think that was anything I tried misrepresenting or mischaracterizing. So, that's a fair statement.
I was quoting Illidan.
Well, I guess you could have been doing that. Why? You came off as more Palpatine in my head, but that's only because you're teeny. I don't know. I came over here thinking there would be an easy hard drive for me to grab, and I guess you've come through here already, stealing all the stuff.
Probably. I like to do that.
I see that. I don't even think I see one on this island over here where I remember getting like my first drop site.
I don't think I'm going to be able to build a train track to go up this hill that's going to suit my needs. This is a little bit annoying.
That's not acceptable, sir. You need to get on that.
I'm working on it.
What are you working on?
I'm trying to build a train track.
Oh man,
I'm
set you
been
up
working on the railroad.
Thank you. I feel much better now.
Sorry, I realized it as soon as you said it, and then.
You know, it's the little things in life that just make me happy, and that's. If I can hear you singing that you're working on the railroad, I'm a little happier.
All live long day.
Yeah. You can go cook in the kitchen with Dinah. Awesome. All right. So it's
I don't know how I ever played this game without vertical nudge. Seriously, I don't know how it how does anyone play this game without vertical nudge?
I mean, you doubt they do it well. No. And I am way more prepared than I thought I was for this endeavor. Apparently, I had the nuts all along. So, it's good.
Okay. I'll take that as fact.
That is fact. It's true. I had 150 nuts, in fact. Yeah. And I am like batting 1,000 on the crash sites here.
Wait, you're finding them, or?
No, I'm striking out left and right.
So you're batting.
Batting
1,000 is. Oh, you're being sarcastic. I see.
Yes. I should have known better than to use a sports metaphor with you. I apologize.
Sports.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, batting 1,000 is when the hockey goalie is just not doing a good job, and you know, everyone's able to do slam dunks all day. That is what I know to be true.
That sounds like sports. Pretty sure you just talked about sports.
I did. I just talked about sports. Which I will say, I kind of wish there was a site like they talked about in the IT crowd. I don't know if you're familiar with
sports.
No, so it was English folks, and they were the English like their soccer, even though they don't call it that. And the two IT guys had no idea. They know sports as well as you or I do. So there was a website that one of them found, and it's like, oh, you can go on, and it tells you things to say that are sports related to other people that happened recently.
Did you see that ludicrous flame last night?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. That's That's about that. Did you see that ludicrous display last night? And it'll say most likely what the person will say back to you is, "Oh yeah, what was Wanker thinking, sending other Wanker in that early?" It tells you the appropriate response. Well, Arsenal just walks it in. So genius site. Someone needs to make it. Because in fact, I had 2 coworkers today talk about sports, and they go, "Oh yeah, I don't even want to mention the Knicks," and I'm like, "Oh, you mean
Please
the
don't.
Knickerbockers? I know those." And I had no idea.
Thank you for not mentioning the Knicks.
I don't know. Apparently, the Knicks did bad or really bad. Or I don't know. It's sports.
I had a guy at the grocery store try to, I don't know what he was trying to do, but the guy at the checkout, the cashier at the grocery store, one day asked me, "So, did you see the game?" And I'm like,
Well, that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, people come up and say those things, and you're like, "Man, I don't know. I don't want to explain to you how much I hate sports, and it's just not my thing." So this site.
I wish I had seen, like, I could have gone into something about a Magic the Gathering game. Like, yeah, I've been watching the Pro Tour. That would have been really nice.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
Well, that South Park did that with their cock magic. It was good. They did the announcers for that are a little over the top in my opinion, but that's a quality game there. Or used to be. After they expanded past Dominaria, I don't know.
I haven't played it in forever. There's some folks in my D&D group that play, but I really like having money sometimes, and when I played, I didn't have any money ever, so I think I'll skip.
So, I agree. I've spent a small fortune on that over when I was in high school. I don't not to injure you too gravely, but I can still liquidate some of that money in profit. But there's I guess a mobile app or online game that they put out, which is just like it's playing Magic, but in a computer interface.
We got McGecko over here. I don't know when he get the chat because we got all off talking about.
Yeah, well, plenty distracted.
Magic. Vertical nudge.
Vertical nudge. Very good stuff.
I have somehow managed to.
You just messed it all up over there. Even I can see you messed it all up. I can't read any of that, but it's,
he's probably gone. No, he's still here. Woohoo!
Oh, all right.
Yeah, 1.1, man. I can't wait for 1.1 to be like fully live and all the bugs fixed. Because like trying to build this is a huge pain, and I thought the blueprints were going to make it easier, and the vertical nudge does really make it a lot easier. But as soon as they fix the crash bugs and the thing that boots me off the game, then this would be going like 12 times faster.
I will say I'm not using vertical nudge as much as I thought I would, but when you need it, you need it. It does change things.
I use a ton of it.
Well, see, I don't use a lot of it because it's usually I use it once to put down my cornerstone for whatever foundation I'm building, and after that, it's I'm anchoring it to the one cornerstone, and it doesn't often seem to be a problem.
Well, yeah, but I think I'm building a little bit more advanced stuff, just slightly. So.
I mean, I'm offended by that. It's derogatory, insensitive, and I don't like you. But
I'm just saying I'm better than you in every way.
That's that's about what I heard you say. Yeah, that's fine. Hurtful.
I'm sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
Nothing from my feelings.
Please forgive me.
All right, so I came out here for 1 hard drive, and I think I'm coming back with 2 summer sloops, and some Mercer spheres, and 1 hard drive. I think this has
I got
been
critters.
rather successful.
Ooh, I'm gonna shoot them.
You know, I know exactly where you are based on just those 3 things there. That's
Oh,
a great
man.
little valley. I like that valley, and
This valley likes
it's a
you.
good spot. I mean,
It's a great way to
someone
keep
was
shape.
bound to.
Alright, I'm just going in.
I'm so proud of you. You engaging in a combat system
Whee!
and not dying.
Oh, I die plenty.
I know. I remember saving your rear plenty of times as well.
Alright. What's the best way to approach this place? I think I'm gonna have to put down another sort of intermediate, or I could just go
Yeah, you
right
could
off
just
the
do
edge.
the other thing.
I don't know. McGecko. You want to name a lizard doggo? There's 2 lizard doggos that desperately need names. I think this is going to be too close. I'll move it back. Or you could name a factory. Because
Good.
I'm not very good at naming factories.
Well,
I got the motor factory, I got the quickwire factory.
You got your train stations there. We're gonna have to name.
Oh yeah, we gotta name the train stations.
Much as I appreciate their naming, like their auto naming,
I do like
it's
their
so
own
hard
names
to
a bit,
follow.
but yeah,
They're definitely
you
unique.
never have any idea what you're talking about when
Yeah,
like
that
what is
doesn't
the
stop
current
me.
one like? I can't even. Göteborg. Göteborg. I don't. I think that's a German or Swedish or something.
No, it'd be Scandinavian somewhere up there, I would imagine.
I mean, that
German,
makes
it would
sense.
sound far more angry.
It makes sense considering where they are. Where coffee
And I don't know if the Germans are allowed to have those things anymore.
Göteborgs.
Train stations.
That
I don't think that's a good idea.
No. And I don't know if I can allow that joke either. It's still too soon.
I know it's a terrible thing. It's awareness. I don't want to forget bad things. I don't want them happening again. I want the spider to die. Is that allowed?
I'll allow that. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to run the spider over, but apparently I'm not going fast enough when I make contact with the spider. Did that do it? Maybe that did it. Nope, that did not do it. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you're finding a big spider?
Yes, that was I got this big spider down to 1 hit, so I am happy. That was a great success.
Darn it.
Oh, man. Look at these floating train paths. This is crazy.
I will fix it. Don't worry. We will get up to code eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Oh, I
For
ran out
now.
of coal.
For now, we're just building. We're trying to get these things in place, and it's hard enough without, I keep having to delete them because
Well,
get the
'cause you keep
tracks to
crashing
run and
things.
crashing the computer and trying to respond to chat 20 minutes late. Things like that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I missed that as well. That's your fault.
That's your job, right? That's why you're
Wait, I have
here.
no, I don't have a job. I thought I was here to be the good-looking one.
Oh, we're in deep trouble then. Oh, hello.
No, I think I'm far more palatable right now. Just saying.
That's
It
'cause
may
they can't
have
see
something.
you.
Yeah. So, okay. Technicalities. All right, that's all that is.
But what
a
you're saying is that
technicality.
what you just said, in a sense, is that nothing is better looking than me.
Okay. I'm waiting. That's a true statement. That's fine. I mean, love you and all, but facts don't care about your feelings. Just saying.
My sadness is great.
Did you take an allergy pill? And clear that up.
I was fake crying, man. Come on.
Oh. Okay. I came back to this and I realized the foot of this is hanging off by a little. That's annoying. All right. So the annoying thing is I need to package this fuel now, which means I need plastic. Ugh, I need stuff.
Well, luckily, why do you need to package it? Are you sinking it? What are you doing?
I'm gonna do the research for the turbo fuel, so I need packaged fuel.
Okay.
Yeah. Mister got thousands of hours in this game, and I'm the pro in this conversation.
I should put my coupons back in the Dimensional Depot so you can just go use those and buy something.
That would make my life easier if I bought a little bit of fuel, I guess.
If you want to make it manual, it's fine. It's a noble endeavor to.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull myself up on my bootstraps. Okay, I mean, okay, I'll make some.
Right. I'm sorry, but these trees kind of have to go.
There's a blue guy that's gonna fly in here and be all pissed off at you. He's just gonna scream and make a freaking commotion. And it's a reference to just not landing, I see.
No, I got it. I was just thinking of the Rick and Morty version. Because I just watched that recently. Planet Tina.
Yeah,
Did you see that one? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I've seen that one. It was okay.
It was alright. It wasn't that great, but...
That was like what, season 3-ish?
I don't know. I put them on in the background and kind of watch what's going on, and...
No, that's fair. I don't know. I think it's gone downhill. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't.
I think most things over time do that. It's especially when you have something to live up to. You do something really good, and you don't have a lot of, you're just kind of free in the beginning, and then you produce something that people love, and you try really hard, and that's when it starts going crazy, because you're trying so hard to reproduce the thing that you did. And I like some of their meta commentary on the show, and they're aware of this, right? And that's one thing I do like that the show has kept, is it's pretty self-aware. And
oh yeah, and like I said, they came out very strong, and it's hard to maintain that. So there's going to be an ebb and a flow. Like I'm sure if I spend some time thinking about it, there's even some South Park episodes I don't like, but.
Yeah, there was a time where a lot of the South Park episodes were just kind of meh, and then they changed their format, which I think is what you really have to do with anything like that.
Yeah, they were willing to try that. And I got to give them some credit there. That is very good.
They went from completely episodic to this kind of hybrid of what they used to do, and having an overarching theme for each season.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like it worked really well.
Yeah, it really. I think one of the biggest reasons that fell apart is they didn't anticipate the election that year, and their cycle revolved around the election enough that they're not wrong often, and it just bad luck or foresight, whatever. But I'm sure Rick and Morty will be good again. It's just like
when
I got disheartened with Pickle Rick very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Where it felt gimmicky and just.
That was what, season 3?
Yeah, that was the first one, season 3. When it first came out, cool. I was excited. I'm like, all right, that's awesome. It just kind of fell. You should do me a favor while you're over there.
And what is that?
So if
Single
you could
segments.
pass me, no, never mind. I have enough coal and sulfur in the dimensional depot that I can make some compacted coal to submit. That is.
Oh, good. Well, I threw some in earlier today.
Well, that's it. See, and that's why I don't mind having some elements sitting in the dimensional depot. That is very convenient for just such occasions. The other thing that I do for just such occasions is I keep my feathers numbered. And I find it very helpful.
Pretty sure that's a reference to something, and I don't know what it is.
Oh, come on. You're old. You should know that.
I'm old. I don't know what you're talking about, though. Sorry.
Do you remember a rooster and a dog? Dog would come attack the rooster, run to the end of his leash, and yanked back. Rooster walk up and smack the dog. And the dog would be off his chain. Foghorn Leghorn. There you go.
I say, I don't understand your reference. I don't remember that
Foghorn
line.
Leghorn would get blown up, and when he got blown up, all his feathers got knocked off. So.
Yeah, I don't always get your references. I see what's going on with that one.
Which I'm happy about. I'm very proud of you. Why can I not find the recipe for compacted coal? It says the node's been researched. Is that not something I can craft at the crafting bench?
I know you can make it in the assembler. That may be the only way you can make it is in the assembler. There are a few things that are like that. But
really?
You can also try the equipment.
I just did, and I don't see it in there. So assembler it is, which that seems weird.
Hey,
I figured my character.
Hard agree with you.
I mean, I kind of thought my character would just get out a mortar and pistol or pestle, however that's appropriately pronounced. Pestle? Sure. Oh, that just looks the worst. Excellent. Yeah, I just figured it would, crank that out and just be done.
What looks the worst?
Oh, I totally placed a factory, the assembler, across two belts because it let me just to make this. So it looks abysmal. The belts look like it's strapping it down to the deck, and just terrible. Just terrible.
I mean, this is not made for children, but it is family friendly. You don't need to be strapping things down, okay?
No, I had consent. It's totally fine. It's fine.
Oh. Keep telling yourself that, man.
I mean, as far as I care, it's fine. Just like, I totally put power shards in this in summer sloops because they were in my inventory.
Yay!
So I'm just going to do things because
do things.
Why
man.
not?
Do it. Do them.
All right.
Things.
All right.
Things are good.
There you go. I clicked it. I did the thing, and now stuff will happen. There you go. You got a notification.
Turbo fuel.
I feel very notified
this
right now.
Upgrade to regular fuel is optimal.
Well, I mean that's good. I wanted to keep you in the loop. Just
fulfilling long-distance trucker
just in case.
fantasies.
Mostly because I don't like you, but just in case. That means I can finally look at this building and see what turbo fuel requires. 22.5, and this produces 40. Okay, that's a. Oof. I hate when they do that because that's not nice math. I don't like that math. I feel like that's very aggressive, mean math.
Oh, I like that, yeah. It's the best kind. Angry man.
Yeah, no, that's...
I'm attacked again, and I feel like it's your fault.
Oh, I appreciate you, looking out that way and making that happen. So I guess I could scope these to produce and use 40 fuel, and this way I could pipe them straight together, right?
I have no idea because I can't see what you're doing.
Well, if it's outputting 40 fuel, and I want an input of 40 turbo fuel per minute, this way I could pipe them straight across, and it's a one-for-one exchange. So I'd have to overclock the turbo fuel buildings and have them produce more.
Okay.
So I can do the one-for-one. I'm glad you believe me, because I didn't really care what you thought. Yeah.
Okay. Sour grapes?
No, turbo fuel.
Turbo
fuel. Yeah. Which apparently I'm gonna have a .005 unditure or shortage. Yeah, I don't know words.
I like that word. I don't know if it's a word. It might be a word.
I
don't know all of them.
Beats me. I know most. I know some of them, I guess.
That was a nice. That was nice.
I don't think what I said was a word. But that's fine. It can be now.
I mean, people make up words. All of them are made up. All of them. All the words.
That's fair. They are. I do like that. That's viewpoint.
I think a lot of people on the internet don't like it, and will argue with you about what should be a word or not. But linguists, people that actually study words, usually are pretty chill about new words. They're like, "Hey, that's pretty cool. Thanks for making that up."
Yeah, I mean, I think people on the internet just are angry with me, and just because, internet. I don't know. People that don't know I exist are upset with me on the internet, I'm sure.
I always thought it was just the people that knew you.
That doesn't help ever. So I don't know. It doesn't normally get better. But usually those people that know me have a reason for not liking me.
Yeah, sometimes you make it easy.
Yeah,
I'm pretty tolerant and patient, and
I just thought
you never managed to piss me off that much.
Which honestly is a little surprising. I am kind of surprised at that. Because I figured I would have by now. This is kind of disappointing. I have no other color for this pipe but orange, which feels kind of terrible.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I don't know. I am very, very, very close to being done with this, though.
Really? So I might get my guns?
You're gonna get your guns pretty soon. Let's see. I'm sure there will be problems, because that's how things work. Okay, that was broken.
Huh. This is weird. I changed the color on the... Weird. I changed the color on the pipes, and it did not upgrade the support structure to the pipe. Very weird.
And the branch off is connected. I don't know if it's in a great place though, because it looks like it's... No, that's not gonna work. Darn it. I think it's this thing that has to move though.
Probably that thing that has to move, I would imagine.
Thank you for your brilliant insights. Whatever
Listen,
would I do without you?
Okay, so again, I changed the color of the pipes. I mouse clicked and grabbed it, and the stanchion that's holding the pipe up is a different color than the pipe that I put down.
Yeah.
So it applied 2 colors, which I find weird.
That can happen.
I did read about it once on the internet. I want to say it was a guy with a big stovepipe hat that first said it. I feel like that's right.
I think I'm missing the reference again. Sorry.
Abraham Lincoln was a smart guy, and he did predict a lot of the internet. So I think he just, he had a lot of it right on the money. I've seen it, he's got a lot of quotes on the internet that are very reputable.
I think
he did say you can't believe everything you read on the internet.
That's very wise. I agree with him.
Yeah, smart guy. Well, arguably one of the best presidents, I would say.
Yeah, people are fond of him.
Yeah, very, very fond. Very good man. He didn't care much for the theater, though.
I think he did.
He used to. He lost favor with it.
Is that too soon?
It waned.
I don't know if that's too soon.
I was gonna say it's probably too soon. All right, so there is some turbo fuel coming out here.
I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm just I'm completely lost on what to do with the rails, I think.
Well, you did promise me oil up there, so I would like for you to give me some oil.
Close. Very close.
Getting
rid of your
that is what she
trial
said.
rails.
Yes. No caring, no reaction.
Yeah, I know.
It's just, you disappoint me sometimes. That's fine.
I'm sorry.
And as much as I want oil up there, what I want now is some compacted coal for here. Did you envision compacting the coal up there and shipping compacted coal down so it's one item? So I imagine that would be simpler.
Probably.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna have to change the branch point on this because I'm having nothing but pain.
Nothing but pain?
Nothing but pain.
That's a lot of pain.
It's only
Jeez.
pain. It's only pain and absolutely no cinnamon.
I'm not picking that one up, but
that's
the
first thing that came to my head. You're not missing anything. It's just randomness.
Oh, it's just okay. You're incoherent babblings. Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
That's stage 1 of the dementia, and that's fine. That's okay. A little bit more, and you can run for elected office, and it'll be fine. Totally fine. Everything's fine.
Lissai.
That's relatively fair.
Deleting your train for now, because I gotta delete your track for now.
That you just... Why we can't have nice things here, Malt? They're just so mean.
Well, I'm having to backtrack a lot of what I was doing here, not necessarily because... Just because I have things at odd angles.
Okay. I don't know why you would choose to have things at odd angles, but
That's just how I roll.
okay. I kind of believe you.
I didn't mean to do it, man.
Are you sure about that?
No. No, I
I mean,
might have meant to
okay.
do it.
No, don't do that. Yeah, I think I did solve my one dilemma from earlier. Maybe.
Alright, that's better.
I think I did.
So now I just gotta branch off from a different place. Namely, here. So to get the train out of the dual line and run it back into your depot over here, I thought I was going to have a much smaller footprint, but it's not working out that way. Thought I was going to be able to do like a really tight loop around in your base, but it's going to be pretty big. This is just not an
On the-
ideal.
Wait, on the inside of the plant?
No. So
Okay.
because I'm running a single line, I can do some tricky things, but the problem is coming to be like, where do I, like, your belts are here, and I'm trying to avoid your belts, and I'm trying to bring the track around, right? And it's just not a lot of space.
Hmm.
So
I'm gonna pretend I understand you for the moment.
you were not wanting to take down trees, but I may
I
wind up
do
having to
like-
take down the trees.
I do like some of the trees, okay? I mean,
If this connects, then we have no problem. And we have no problem.
that's good.
But we're going through a power pole here, so we do have a problem.
Yeah, just move the power pole.
I'm gonna have to move the power
not
pole.
You should move the power pole. I think that's a good idea.
I'm considering
and,
moving the power pole.
That
Except
okay,
I put the train track in the way, now I can't get up there.
we can talk to the village elders about moving the power pole, and I think they'd be okay with it.
I wasn't sure where the other end of this power pole went.
Well, to another power pole, I would imagine.
Well, yeah, that's what they usually do, yeah. And then I figure out where you are connected. Ah, we're at 8:30, man. I think we're gonna achieve number 1, but I don't think we're gonna get to that modular frame plant. Because blueprints are not working quite as readily as I think they should be. And I do not see the other end of these power lines. There we go.
There we go. I believe in you. There is turbo fuel, so I mean, I just need to place some, gas generators down and tidy that end of the facility up. And
I'm gonna leave that tree, even
Well-
though we're kind of like running into that tree.
I guess I got to bring compacted coal over here still.
I'm getting there, Fed.
Well, I mean, it's fine. You're excited about your trains.
I'm very excited about this. Something that's practically useful or sensible in terms of like game mechanics. Like, why would you need to do that?
Okay, so I brought a conveyor belt over, and
So I don't know if you know this, Fed, but when you place a block signal on a rail, it divides that rail. It'll break it into pieces.
so
So if you're trying to get a junction on a rail and it's being a pain in the butt, then you can just put a signal there. And it'll add a segment to the rail that you're working on.
okay. The issue I'm seeing over here is we need to add another segment to the station, and Kiev. I think that's Kiev.
Kiev. Oh, did I?
Who's the Ukraine? Who's the Ukrainian here? It's me. That's what I say. But I believe that's Kiev.
Okay. I mean, you're welcome to believe that. I won't try to stop you.
I will do as I please. That is
That part
actually
I believe.
true.
That I believe.
Yeah.
For sure.
But you do not have enough space on your loop here to add a segment to this train station.
No.
I could try doing it, but I don't know how well that's going to go.
Well.
So I guess I will leave you with the conveyor belt here, and I will go build some plants.
Oh, I don't think I did this right. Oh, what happened?
Did you just derail that?
Oh yeah, because these rails are not quite connected. What happened?
You done goofed? I
Hey,
don't
I
have a
messed
good
something up.
answer.
I definitely messed something up. I don't know how this wound up doing what it did, but I think I have a fix for it. And I did forget to add a track that I did intentionally take out, and now I can put back in.
Okay, so this doesn't feel all that productive, but I guess it's the quality of the fuel that makes up for this. But I am producing 132 cubic meters of turbo fluid a minute. Do we want to put up a fuel packaging here in a depot or a pocket dimension depot deal?
For fuel?
Yes.
Let's see what I did wrong. I built 2 blueprints there. Get rid of one of them. I'm going to come back and help you with the train station.
Okay.
Clearing through a lot of trees here. I'm going to have to cut. I don't like it. But it should
Power
have the
line
loop
came
done.
close. I'm seeing that. You're I am gonna have to. I kind of want to send you a T-shirt now. Because with your I like
spent
trains
an hour and a-
comment.
I spent an hour and a half building this railroad, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. I really don't like this. I want those incline blueprints. I really wish I understood why they were crashing me, so I could change them if that's even possible. But
oh, so you subbed them out? You didn't just skip that section?
yeah, I just
So there is the first problem.
yeah.
Your train just
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Tuck
We'll
and
just-
roll there, Grandpa.
So you want we want a receiving end. So I'm just going to take Kiev out.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that, and that you can
And
leave.
then-
Yeah, say you could leave that one and put.
That's what
Yes,
you need,
that-
right? And
That's would work.
then put a train station there.
Um.
It's
So-
probably not Kiev anymore. Scoffed.
The question I have for you is how much fuel does a turbo gas burning or turbo fuel burning gas generator burn per minute? I don't think there's a good place to look that up, is there?
I don't know.
So I just built a plant and I have no data here that tells me. Let's see if I codex it. Okay, so turbo fuel. Oh, here. No, it does not tell me. Like, it tells me I can get 20 packaged fuel for 2 fuel plus 2 containers, 2 packaged fuel, 20 per minute with the packager, and how much of a production rate it is.
Yeah,
but I don't have a
game to tell you how much.
That's
fuel it burns.
that's very
Yep.
disappointing. Like, I want to use the in-game tools, and I cannot.
I should go to the Satisfactory QA site and complain about it.
I feel bad for
Damn it.
devs. I should do something now.
I mean,
Here we go.
I feel sad about that.
Here's a very simple chart. It looks like, if I'm reading this correctly, regular fuel does 40 cubic meters, 1.5 seconds.
Where'd my train go?
Turbo. Your train went far down the tracks, my guy. You were a complete runaway there. Turbo fuel looks like 15 cubic meters every 4 seconds. Which I'm confused about the seconds now. That's very interesting.
Right.
Use the graph.
Train.
You
Oh,
give
you
me the
named the,
breakdown. What?
The train station there.
I did. No, like I said, all you gotta do is start sending oil there, and it'll be happy. Oh, but it's expecting 2 cars, so it needs to be adjusted on that side. And actually, that might. We'll have to update. You could take the train up there and ride it, but
Oh, I'm gonna rename this thing and see what happens.
we don't have anyone to tell us a name for this station.
I know. Gonna name this.
What was the name? What was the name of the cleanup ship for the Exxon Valdez?
I don't know.
Ooh. Not. I mean, they could sponsor us. That'd be great. But Dawn dish detergent.
What was the one you
Just
see
see-
the one you mentioned,
Deep-
the Deep Horizon?
Deep Horizon.
Like type?
Yeah, Deep Horizon transports. Or Deep Horizon station would be fine too. Yeah, that's not bad. Supplemental load of 300 meters of water. I think that's how much it holds. Not
This
its
is on
burn
load, and
rate.
This is going to be on unload.
Interesting. Fuel input.
And I'm just going to put a buffer on this right now because we can deal with this later.
Procrastination is not your friend.
I'll procrastinate tomorrow.
You can burn petroleum coke as fuel somewhere?
Why is this just cycling?
It looks like it hasn't received any fluids to begin with. Hmm. Did you not power the extractor? No.
Hey. Do you remember that time I didn't power the extractor?
Ah.
There we go. Ah,
I'm
the
so
train is
proud of
blinking
you.
at me.
I'm so proud of you.
Let's build another train. Good thing I
Do
like
that.
trains. And we'll crash into the other one. Alright, I gotta go diagnose something.
Okay, you go diagnose with your heart's content. This is really not telling me anything wonderful. Like, I don't know how many I can build on an available supply of turbo fuel. It's just telling me
Um,
fuel input 15 meters cubed 4 seconds. That it get, wait a minute. So if I get 4 seconds of burn time per 1 cubic meter of turbo fuel, does that come out to 15 turbo fuel per minute?
I don't know, I have to look at it. I usually just build the building and rely on what it tells me. But if you don't already have the turbo fuel flowing in,
Well, no,
you're not yet
so
making turbo fuel, right? So you don't have any to.
no. So I have an output total. My output total of turbo fuel is 33 per factory, which gives me 132 cubic meters of turbo fuel. My poor train. So I have 133 being produced. I want to know how many gas generators I can do
about?
on that. So I'm
Yeah,
wondering.
I don't know. I just usually build one once I have it, and then I do the math. So I don't know what you're.
Well, what math do you do? That's what I'm asking you.
I
Jabroni?
just look at how much it says it's burning, and then I.
Okay. You just wing it, you madman.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Now let's see what this train is complaining about. I removed the block signal, so I kind of hoped it would just take off again, but I don't think it did.
I mean, when you have that kind of attitude, I wouldn't either.
Okay, this guy needs to be an unload. And then you have another fluid right here. Oh,
I do. That needs to be swapped out. That is one of the corrections I know we need to do.
Okay, so this is kind of a problem.
Only kind of a problem?
Yeah, because you've got your building sitting here right next to the train depot that's going to be loading the other thing. So I need to move this
right.
over.
I mean, that shouldn't be that big of a deal. You should be able to do that. It's a mirror of that building, so you can copy one. Yes, you can just middle click, and that should be. Oh, I did connect those back pipes. Look at me. I didn't think I did.
Jeez, you're cramped in here. Ugh.
I did. Yeah.
I'm gonna move this. I need a little more. I need my
Just
space,
walk in,
man.
move everything you can think you need to. Jesus. I think it's your server or whatever. And just because it is doesn't mean you should do that.
That's true.
We covered the truth earlier. It hurt. Lessons were learned. No, I mean, okay, they weren't.
What?
But...
Ugh. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. I don't think that's the same purple you were using. Which purple are you using? Is that one?
Why?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just mouse click the pipe, or middle click the pipe, and then just reapply the pipe?
It was the junction that I was replacing.
Oh, so I did find out if you middle click the pipe and then use was it E key and hold that, you can have that apply the color to the other item.
Alright.
if you were to mouse click the pipe and then hold the E key to change things to,
Oh,
from the pipe
yeah.
to the junction, it would maintain color, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how that
I thought
operates.
that is what I just did. Okay, I don't know what you've got going on over here.
What do you mean? I don't
You got a
know what
merger
I've
on
got.
the bottom.
Right. So this was to handle the to the sink. So this was just to take everything and go and dump
I
it.
got you. So you had two things going into this. I see.
Correct. Yeah.
I'm with you.
Me.
I'm gonna pull this out for just now because I need to.
I get that. I don't know if you're really with me sometimes. You're just very hypercritical and hurtful sometimes.
I'm glad you noticed.
Oh, I noticed, all right. Just break my little heart. All right. What's that? Okay. That's acceptable. It's gonna be really off center. I need one more on this side.
Alright, I rewired that like you had it before.
Okay.
And now I've got some space to work with. And we'll do these only need to be marked ones. And that should do it. But we're not yet getting fluid because the train is not going anywhere and I need to reconnect these to power.
Hey, you should probably power those.
Train is powered. Let's see, so those are good. Really would be nice to have a buffer in there, but I don't think it's going to matter for what we're doing, so let's see, what are you complaining about?
Life. Mostly just life.
Next stop
But I think
is
it's warranted.
unreachable. Alright, more diagnosis. See if I crash somewhere. See, if I can make it to the train station, it may have just put the train station in backwards.
That sounds like a hell of a thing.
I don't know how many times I've done it, but I have built these things and then wound up putting in train station backwards and not realizing it so many times that it's kind of a meme.
I mean, I believe you.
Right, we're about 5 minutes out, so trains are tough. On the Satisfactory game Reddit, I see a lot of people like, there's at least a train question every other day. So, yeah, should I feel that bad? I don't think I feel that bad. But
I mean,
you know,
I would
learning,
enjoy you feeling
I did.
bad.
I put it in backwards. I can tell from here. But you know, you can learn them. They are learnable.
I think the hardest thing is the pathing with them because it never looks great to me. Like, I don't know if I'm just like I would really love to see a train bed icon, and it just costs crumbled like lime, just pure limestone. We don't use pure limestone for anything. Then maybe just cut that into a gravel or something.
And just like paving, basically.
Yeah, well, I mean the loose gravel beds that the trains tend to have on them. I'd love to see that implemented. I think that would be neat. This way.
Oh, Fed, it's moving.
This way you can get the effect you want of, it pushes the clipping into the ground and sets all that at an appropriate height.
I just realized it is something else stupid. So
Just one thing?
this is the liquid on your side, and this is the solid, and I did them backwards.
Oh, yeah, you screwed that up. So the train went, but didn't take anything with it, is what I'm
it's
being
not good.
told.
Well, if it took anything, it didn't take anything with it. But if it had taken something with it, it would have not been able to drop it off because it's the wrong station. But hopefully by the time the train gets back, I'll just have that fixed. So.
Okay. I think I believe you.
So
And
you're set to load, and you're loading up fuel, and that's happening. You should be set to unload, and then a rebuild little buffer building for now. And wire you up. Okay. All the disaster train stuff has been resolved. Now the next time the train comes back, I'll stay on until it comes back, and then I'll see if it loads and kind of get an idea of... This is loading at 120 per minute. Right, how much are you really going to get on the other end? So one thing about trains, when they're loading and unloading, they don't, they pause, they don't give any output.
Yeah, I can
it's
see
on the
that
way back.
being cumbersome.
Yeah, and so if you
All right.
if you're just if you're really trying to maximize trains, there's a few things you can do. One is you don't want to try to ever get more than 1,200 items per minute on Mark 6 belts out of this, so you want to divide those in half. Right, so this thing can do 2,400 items per minute out because it's got two outports. But don't do that. Don't ever try to get more than 2,400 per freight platform. So that's one way you can do it, and use a buffer, like a buffer or a fluid buffer, and then that will take care of it because you'll get the right number of items on average. And the other thing you can do is build multiple. If you want to actually get the 2,400 items per minute, you can build multiple train stations and alternate which ones are going where. Hey, look, Fed. We're doing it.
Yay! We got. Oh,
We're doing
no,
it.
We don't do it. We don't have it until I see some smokeless powder being produced and make me happy. Because I mean, really, I got gas burners running down here at 7.5 fuel per minute, but they're all just going to power off in a second.
Oh, this is annoying. This is gonna.
You're not going to make it that far. Yeah. That was why you'd subject people to that.
I don't know why I've subjected myself to that. That hurt.
Because you're a bad person.
I just wish there was a third-person view that I could just pull out from where I'm at.
Mm. And if you did the exterior camera, it doesn't stay with you like relativistic to your location.
It seemed to be. It was jerking as soon as the train started moving, but then I started trying to keep up with the train, and it was continued to jerk. So I think it may just be like it doesn't calculate the distance continually while it's moving. It's like a cycle every half second or something. And then it was realizing that the layer had moved, so it would judder the camera. Jitter the camera. Yeah.
Ooh. I can do
roller coaster, man.
17 gas plants, so if I do 16, it'll look nice, and I'll have, like, we can pull containered fuel out of here. So this could also I mean, maybe be a fuel depot of sorts.
Oh, it's loading. It's doing it. It's doing it! So you're about to get some smokeless powder.
Which is awesome. I'm excited about that.
You could, yeah, you could definitely do with a fluid buffer on this, but there you go. Let's make it plastic.
It's not gonna. I mean,
It's gonna
it'll
make-
with a little bit of pipe, it will hold more fluid than it can.
Yeah, this
use
buffer
in a
that
minute.
you have is probably redundant. Like, I'm gonna take it out. I don't think you really need it.
Fine, be that way.
Yeah, it's just so. It seems sensible to
my-
use buffers, but then when you actually start using them, they cause more problems than they solve for fluids. Usually.
So
There
I
you go,
was
smokeless
I was
powder. Saw some.
mostly going to rely on that for overstocking the area. This way, when we needed ammunition, started pulling it, the whole rest of the supply chain could come in as it wanted. We would have enough to draw on for
That
whatever,
seem-
you know.
Yeah, that seems somewhat sensible. Oh, and you need black powder.
No,
You're
so
running-
that
you're
is
running the wrong
that
thing in here.
is
That's
no,
gonna go
no,
to
I'm
cluster.
not.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
and we
okay,
don't
I
have
see.
cluster yet. Exactly.
Okay, so you've already got cluster ready.
Oh, I got cluster ready already.
You're
That's a
already ready already.
surplus of gunpowder that I just like having
Yep.
off
and
to
then
the
this
side
is rifle
ammo.
ammo. Nice.
I was minorly prepared for this. You know,
Alright,
some
well,
alterations.
I'm gonna
or
pull
alterations.
out and you can talk about it. And the
So-
negative 2 minutes.
So there's
we
some
have.
there's some buildings. They're doing some stuff, but you know, very simple. You don't
Yep.
need to produce a lot of ammo, just enough to get you by in your explorations. This way, you don't run out with a good dimensional depot.
And so this is
stockpile, which-
storing black powder, just excess
Yep.
black powder.
Just one container of excess
Yep.
black powder. I mean, you
And
you could
then-
take that and turn that into overflow for a sink if you wanted,
Yeah.
like with a lot of
Yeah.
this. But
And then here we've got the Noblest coming in, so you've got some splitting
Correct.
off in here to do the. And this is gonna.
To
What
do-
is this one? This is gonna be.
that's going to
Oh,
be the
was already
cluster, I
looking at it.
believe.
That's the cluster. So that's nice.
Correct. And the
Flowing
cluster is
into
going to terminate into a container.
here. And
The
then you're doing
other
the rifle.
noble. Yep, the
Yep,
rifle.
and already into the depot. Good job. Good job.
Yep.
What else we got?
We got some copper sheets just
So,
going
just
to a
sheets.
sink just to keep things moving a little bit over there and generate some coupons.
Yep.
Nothing
Alright.
much. The refineries there in the first stage, as you repaired earlier, hopefully correctly, because I didn't see it. I was doing my own thing. That is dumping the excess plastics down and then over into the one sink.
So you're just making
Yep,
plastic
it's not a
to
lot of
make the.
to the heavy oil residue to make the smokeless powder.
Yeah, awesome. So this
Is
is
it-
only consuming 10 per minute, and you're producing, I think, 20. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got 2 of them. So were you
Right.
planning to power chart this? 'Cause we could.
I mean, we could drop that down. That's true. I'm not used to just thinking power shards off the rip. It's usually just when I think go faster. But that
So it'll just
that would be fair.
make them twice
and
as
that-
fast.
Yeah. Wait, you made both of them twice as fast?
No, I just made this twice as fast. Is there
Ah,
another one
okay.
making smokeless?
Oh, so no, I took you the wrong way. I thought you were going to leave that stock because it was calling for how much without the shard? Smokeless?
It was 10, so I doubled it.
10. Right, because I'm producing double. So I was thinking we could just hack off a factory. Because really, you don't need to dump a lot of resources into this. I don't think,
No.
because
I mean,
eventually
once it
you're
gets
going.
going, you're
Yeah,
gonna have
exactly.
way more than you need, and like there's a couple of so if I were being critical and
Hmm.
like constructively critical, I hope.
And I don't like you. Yes.
You probably don't need industrial storage containers for these.
No, I
But
I
we'll
changed
have
it
it.
up with height.
And then another thing you can potentially do is put these on smart splitters, and then instead of running it in, like you could run it into storage, but you could have smart splitters that would then run the overflow in here, right? So you would not store any until these were backed up, and then you'd start storing the excess that was being made. So you could always be
True.
delivering more, because like this is going to deliver 40. It's currently splitting
Right. So
3 ways, and this
right.
is
My
using 10, so you're fine. You don't need to do that.
Yeah. Right. My thought here was never the efficiency of it. I guess maybe it was just the simplicity of it. Well, I mean, you like you said, you don't need a ton. You just once this sits for a little bit and we walk away from this, might never come back and look at it.
And it'll
'Cause-
probably produce faster than what we can spend.
That's my point exactly. Is you don't need to go over the nines on this. You get it set it up. You don't need to put a lot of time, effort, and energy into it. Enough to get it working, and then you could walk away, and it will be a rock for you to lean on. Since, you know, if you use that many explosives, it's you've got other traumas and issues to worry about besides this.
Yep. So
If you-
I think I'm going to do
Yep.
this. And
That is
actually build
what I
a
was going to
second
suggest.
spectacle thing. But we're over time, so I'm going to call this. And so let's see. I don't know what happened to this. It just went weird. So we got smokeless powder because we got trains. We did not get further than that. You got fuel power.
We do
Heavy
have fuel
modular
power.
trains.
Thank you.
You got fuel power.
Hmm. I
So
did
that's
get fuel
not the
power.
probably next time. That's the probably right now. So, okay. We didn't.
I
do a
did warn you.
doggo.
I do enjoy the energy creation here more than the factories for whatever reason.
The power creation.
Yeah, and making managing coal plants or fuel plants. I find those more enjoyable than the factories for some reason.
Well.
I don't know.
I do like the power.
Yeah.
I do like building power stations, getting it set up. Did you play with nuclear at all? Because that's going to be
I
fun.
have actually. I got up to plutonium, and I'm like, this is
Yeah.
a lot, and it's a lot of planning, and I dabbled, but I made it to plutonium dabbling, so I was okay with
that's
that.
not bad. Yeah, if you're burning plutonium, you can, and then that's great. The fixonium
Well,
stuff is really hard, but
I was
complicated.
producing plutonium. I was not.
Oh, you're
burning
sinking it?
yet. I tried
sink
sinking
it.
it. It wouldn't. It
Some of
wouldn't
it you
take
can
the
sink.
pellets. Yeah, I wouldn't take
Not
the
the pellets.
pellets.
You have to do like the second level one.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
I might have to do that for tickets. Okay.
tickets.
Coupons. Anything else? We're gonna get some compacted coal down here in the
Yep.
next.
So that'll be in the next one. We'll
Offline
have the compacted
session.
coal, and we'll upgrade that to turbo before the next stream, and hopefully I will finish my motor factory, make it look nice, do a little tour of that, and have heavy modular frames. So I think next time completing phase 3 is the goal. All right.
We should put
thank
that
you.
up so we don't forget that. That'd be good.
Oh, well,
And,
I mean,
yeah.
it's up there. Objective. Complete phase 3. Right there, the top right.
Okay.
It's always there.
Yeah, I guess that's enough. I'd have to read.
Hey.
But... All right, very
See
good.
you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.